Good afternoon, baseball fans. Welcome to beautiful Don Sanders Stadium in Huntsville, Texas, on the campus of Sam Houston State University, home of the Bearcats. Tyler Josephson on the call with Christina. Say your last name for me.
Karasamatis.
Love it.
Thank you.
Co-announcer has a harder last name than anyone in the starting lineup today. Speaking of those starting lineups, we're going to talk about yesterday, but let's go ahead and just get into the offense that the Demons are throwing out there, and we'll take a look at the southpaw for the Bearcats that will oppose them. So let's look at Sam Taylor, the senior second baseman, leading off again, and why not? He was a perfect 5 for 5 last night. The Bearcats could not keep him off base. We will see how they attack him. In the 2-hole, Caleb Arica, the junior shortstop. Following him, 3-4-5, the freshman left fielder Jeffery Elkins, junior center fielder Tyler Smith, the only lefty in the lineup for the Demons today, and the senior J.P. LaGreca will be DHing. In the 6-hole, first baseman Austin Stegall, and rounding it out, 7-8-9, junior right fielder Lenny Kunert, junior catcher Marshall Skinner, and a new face on the infield, sophomore third baseman Cheney Dodge, rounding it out. They will be opposed by southpaw Dominic Robinson. Christina, let's look at the junior.
Yes, thank you, Tyler. We have Dominic here with 3-0 with a 3.86 ERA, 9 appearances. This is his third start with 15 strikeouts and 4 walks in 18 2/3 innings.
Robinson into the wind and delivers from the first base side of the rubber. A fastball on the outside corner, forced strike one to Sam Taylor. As we mentioned, Sam Taylor, a perfect 5 for 5 day yesterday. All singles that average up to 314 on the year now. The 0-1 is swung on and missed, pulled the string on him with an off speed, and it's 0-2.
Today in Huntsville at Don Sanders Stadium, it is mostly cloudy with a little bit of sun coming through. It's 86. We have a lot of fans still filing into the game here, but it's a great day for some baseball.
The 0-2 pitch missing off the outside edge, 1-2. Let's take a look at your umpires for today's game. Same three from yesterday, rotating through. First base umpire Doug McClure, the behind the plate, calling balls and strikes. As a swing and a miss, Sam Taylor, who could not be retired yesterday, goes down swinging on a changeup from Robinson for the first out. Down the lines, Ron Teague down the first baseline, and last night's home plate umpire James Ainsworth shifts down the third baseline to round out that crew, and that will bring in junior Caleb Arica in the 2-hole.
Caleb Arica is a junior Demon from Northwestern State who has a pretty impressive hit average here of 60 hits, which is actually the highest on the team.
302 average as Arica stands in. He waits on the 1-0. Robinson delivers and Arica fouls that one straight back to the screen. Cats did a good job of controlling Arica last night. He eventually reached base in the late innings. But on a game where you put up 5 runs and you dropped it by 6, one wonders what could have happened if Arica had been able to move Taylor around a little bit more on the bases. The 1-1, Robinson pulls the string on a curveball, but it misses low, 2-1.
Tyler, how was Arica's game yesterday?
Arica had great contact yesterday, struck out, but with 15 Ks in the game for this Demons lineup, who didn't. Shows bunt, pops that one back over the net. So tries to lay it down on the 2-1 pitch, but it becomes 2-2, and we'll see how the Demons want to play it.
You can tell that he really just wants to get on base with that bunt there.
Expect the Demons to be aggressive. They did jump out to a 1-0 lead in the top of the first yesterday. The Bearcats offense put up a 4 spot in the home half of the first inning. Robinson looks in, gets the sign, deals on 2-2. Fastball misses high, and the count runs full.
Today, Sam Houston is entering the weekend number 1 in the Southland Conference, so that's pretty exciting for us Bearcats. Hopefully they can continue to keep their number 1 spot.
3-2 pitch is a fastball up, laced down the left field line, and he does hook it just there around first. Arica will trot into second with a stand-up 2-bagger. And so a little flip from yesterday after Taylor's retired. Arica reaches in the first inning with extra bases to set up for the big guys in the order, and that'll bring up Jeffery Elkins.
Jeffery Elkins is a freshman actually here for the Demons. He has 52 hits, so he's second right behind Arica. And home runs, he has 3, so kind of middle of the road for the team. Let's see what he's got for us today.
Number that really stands out for Elkins, the 16 doubles on the season. Robinson set, checks on Arica and deals. The first pitch is a curveball in the dirt. Nice stop from Jordan Cannon. Cannon caught the entire game yesterday back out there today with the gear on.
Yeah, he is number one with doubles, with 16 being the top on the team, so that's really impressive.
1-0 pitch, check swing, ruled a strike on the inside corner, so the count goes to 1-1. Elkins, that .295 average, slugging .472 as a freshman, and hitting .316 with runners in scoring position. Jump move and just looks him back at second base. Looks like the Bearcats tried to time up a daylight play right there. Second baseman Riley McKnight out there shading towards the runner.
You can tell Arica really wants to get a hit and make it to home.
Arica bouncing around off second. Here's the pitch. 1-1. Line back up the middle. Harp will pick it up. Arica will be waved home. He will score easily. A head-first dive, but no throw as it's cut off in the middle infield. And just like yesterday, the Demons jump out in the top of the first. 1-0. Nice piece of hitting there from Elkins.
You can tell that Arica is very excited about that, as are the fans, as you can hear screaming out there. Well, the Demons fans.
Demons fans traveled well to Huntsville for this series. This is a big game for them. And they know what this Bearcats offense can do. They're going to want to put up as many runs as they can in today's game. Center fielder Tyler Smith now will hit with one out and a man on first, and he will take a fastball for strike one to begin the at-bat.
Tyler Smith is a junior who has a pretty impressive double. Oh, not the Elkins, I'm sorry. He has a pretty impressive home run hit of 9, being the highest on the team.
Slide start from Robinson. Fastball misses low, 1-1. Tyler Smith has certainly supplied the power. The average down at .270, but the slugging percentage up near .500 this year. 5 doubles, 2 triples, 9 round trippers, as Christina mentioned. Robinson comes set. 1-1 count, checks the runner and deals squares to bunt. That pitch will miss outside, and a nice stop by Jordan Cannon. 2-1. Diego Davila crashing a little late right there, and we're going to have an early mound visit. So while we take a look at this Bearcats defense, while we get a second, we mentioned the battery of Dominic Robinson and Jordan Cannon around the infield. Hunter Hearn at first. Boy, did he have a night last night. Riley McKnight, the second baseman. Jackson Lofton and Diego Davila, a pair of freshmen, getting the start on the left side of the infield. Left to right in the outfield, the speedy Eric Bonnert, Clayton Harp in center, and the freshman phenom Colton Couser in right field.
We have a great deal of freshmen on our team this year. It's very, very freshman heavy and senior heavy, so there's kind of a good even mix of that, which you don't always see a lot. There's no freshmen, or actually only very few freshmen on Northwestern's. Today our Bearcats are sporting their black top uniforms, and Northwestern has purple.
White pants with the orange piping for the Bearcats.
Gray pants with what looks to be black piping for Northwestern.
Mound visit over the 2-1 pitch. This is lifted to right field. This ball is carrying well. Running out of room is Couser. This ball is gone. Demons fans come to their feet as Elkins just unloads on that inside heater from Robinson. And suddenly Northwestern State has a 3 spot in the top of the first. Double-digit homers now for Tyler Smith. 10 on the year.
That's a tough one for the Bearcats, though, unfortunately.
We'll bring up the DH, J.P. LaGreco. Hitting here with nobody on, 1 away. If you're Dominic Robinson, you just need to start over here. That ball's laced foul down the left field line. Timed up the fastball pretty well.
LaGreco is a senior with 25 hits and 4 home runs, so not too bad.
0-1 pitch, runs in and gets him. Dominic Robinson just not looking like he's in the groove to start this game.
It's been a rough start for him so far. Hopefully he can get back into it and pull it together.
This is really similar from what we saw from the Bearcats yesterday in the top of the order. Just consistently reaching base, grinding out at bats, and getting pitches to hit. So with 1 out and LaGreco aboard at first, the senior first baseman Austin Stegall will stand in at .556 slugging percentage. The first pitch is in the dirt from Robinson for ball 1.
He He has a very high hit average of 34 and also 17 RBIs, which is pretty high for this team.
1-0 pitch misses down low again. Robinson's sitting about mid-80s with that fastball right now. 86 on that last one, but he's behind 2-0 now to Stegall.
This is a pretty big game for Sam Houston because right now they control their own fate in this conference.
2-0 pitch fouled back. Yeah, so the Bearcats with a slim one-run lead over both Central Arkansas and Southeastern Louisiana, who both won yesterday. Both of those teams will play today. Southeastern has a doubleheader starting at 4:30. This pitch chopped towards third. No ruling made. Now called a fair ball. Stegall thinks it hit him in the box. For now, the call is an out. Davila charged it, took the only play he could to first base. And Northwestern State will come out and ask about it. Stegall hit that pitch and immediately did not run out of the box. Davila charged it, threw on to first for the second out. Doug McClure says nope, he ruled that ball fair, and it will be the second out of the inning. JP LaGreco does move into second on the play, and that will bring up junior Lenny Kunert in the 7 slot, hitting .301. Robinson comes set with 2 down and deals. First pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. 87 on that fastball.
Lenny Kunert has 23 runs, which is, again, one of the highest on this team, with 41 hits this season so far, so he has some pretty decent stats.
Kunert swings and drives it up the middle to center field. Clayton Harp will come in. He will have no chance at a play at home. That will score LaGreco, and suddenly it is 4-0 Demons, and Northwestern State does to Sam Houston what the Bearcats did to them last night. An early lead, 4 runs on 4 hits so far in the inning.
We're really flipping it around here. What happened yesterday, now we're just flipping it today.
And this Bearcats team, nothing if not resilient, but they do have a bit of a hill to climb early in this game. Junior catcher Marshall Skinner will get a chance now, with Kunert on first and 2 down in the inning. First pitch is grounded towards third. The freshman Davila scoops it up, goes the short way to second to McKnight, and they do get out of it. But 4 big runs on 4 hits for the Demons. Bearcats are going to have to break out the bats. We'll see what they have in store for us in the home half of the first. We will get into that lineup when we come back on the Bearcats Sports Network. Back here on the Bearcat Sports Network, the Demons put up 4 in the top of the first inning. It's going to be up to the Bearcats offense to battle back. Let's take a look at how that lineup stacks up today.
The Sam Houston Bearcat lineup is center fielder Catcher, Jordan Cannon, who's a senior. Right fielder, Colton Couser, freshman. Center fielder, Clayton Harp, senior. First baseman, Hunter Hearn, senior. DH, Jack Rogers, sophomore. Second baseman, Riley Knight, senior. Eric Bonnert, left fielder, sophomore. Diego Davila, third baseman, freshman. And Jackson Lofton, shortstop, freshman.
And they will be opposed by Northwestern State pitcher, senior left-hander Ridge Heisler, and he is ahead of Jordan Cannon 0-1 here after a foul ball into the line, pitching off the third base side of the rubber. That pitch misses up and out, so a 1-1 count. Heisler 3-5 on the year. He's thrown 83 in the third innings. He's given up 90 hits, just 62 Ks, so not a ton of strikeouts in those innings on the mound for Heisler. 24 walks to go along with it. Deals on the 1-1, and Cannon chops that towards the Bearcats' dugout, 1-2.
Cannon doesn't have a very large home run record, but he does have a very high hit record of 65, making him one of the top for the Bearcats.
Cannon, one of the top hitters in the conference, coming in today, hitting .382, just up in the stratosphere. And that's why that two-strike approach, and he just shoots that through the opposite field gap. Big turnaround first, but he will break down as the Cats need base runners. But a nice job of inside-outing that pitch, and you see right there why Cannon is hitting .382.
That was a great one. Great hit for Cannon. I think it's going to be a good morale boost for the Bearcats to get going with this. Bring them up from that 4-0.
Jordan Cannon, the senior, definitely a table setter at the top of the Bearcats lineup, and that will give way to freshman Colton Couser, and his numbers are just outstanding. .371 average. His extra bases are just piling up this year. Pair of doubles last night, and his first pitch he will take at the knees, a fastball for a strike.
Yes, he has 48 runs, 53 RBI, and 17 doubles. That's huge. He is second for the Bearcats with that, behind Jack Rogers with 18. So definitely a very big asset for the Bearcats.
Couser's 7 triples lead the conference. He has 7 home runs this year as well. Waiting on the 0-1 here. Heisler kicks and deals. This ball left field, going to hang up and be run down by Elkins out there. So a little opposite field approach, but he just gets under it, and that'll be 1 out for the Bearcats, and that'll bring up Clayton Harp, the senior, hitting .325. Clayton
Harp has 43 runs and 65 hits as well, so very impressive with 41 RBI. He has 7 doubles and no triples with 6 home runs, so overall very impressive.
Clayton Harp's had definitely a career season as a senior here, as that first pitch misses off the inside edge. Looking at the top of this Bearcats lineup, just running down the 1 through 6 batting averages: .386, .369, .325, .330, .298, and .312. And this lineup is deep, as Matt Deggs talked about last night after the game. The 1-0 up and in over Clayton Harp's head as he ducks out of the way, and it's 2-0 now. The Demons know that no lead is safe. Up 4-0, but this Bearcats offense can explode. Here's the 2-0 to Harp, swings and grounds it foul down the first base line, 2-1.
Harp has a slug percentage of .450.
Hitting .370 with runners on base.
Let's see if he can hit this one out of the park for us and get us moving.
Fouls back the 2-1 pitch, so a 2-2 count now.
Well, he technically did hit that one out of the park, just not in the right direction.
You did not specify which fence you wanted that ball to go over.
Clearly, I read his mind.
2-2 here to Clayton Harp. Heisler a long look in for his signs. Jordan Cannon on first. 14 of 18 in steal attempts, not running here. Harp takes a pitch in the dirt to run the count full. So 3-2-1 out, always a fun count to run on. We'll see if the Bearcats here decide to put Jordan Cannon in motion. Matt Deggs was aggressive on the bases last night.
I guess I should be more specific. Let's see if Harp can get it out of the field for a home run for us.
There we go.
Maybe that'll work this time.
If he answers your call right here, you've got something going.
I know.
3-2 and a throw over to first. Heisler flirting with that 45-degree angle line a little bit right there off the mound. Was close on that pickoff. Did not fool Jordan Cannon. He's back out to his lead here. Heisler pitching off the third base side of the rubber, lefty on lefty. You don't see that a lot. 3-2. Cannon does take off, and Harp pops that one up, and it is back out of play.
Apparently I don't have that connection I thought I had.
Hey, he's staying alive for you. He's battling up there. I think catcher Marshall Skinner had no idea where that ball went. In warm-ups earlier, we did see Northwestern State hitting some pop-ups to their catcher, and that sun giving them trouble. They had some issues with fly balls to shallow center last year. 3-2 again. This ball is ripped. Deep right field. On the run is Kunert. He will give way to the center fielder, Tyler Smith, who will make the catch on the warning track. Jordan Cannon alertly tags up and moves into scoring position with 2 outs. Harp just getting under that 3-2 pitch.
That was a great play. We almost had 2 of the Demons out there almost hit each other going for that ball, though. I was worried they were going to collide.
Much better communication than we saw last night on a couple balls fall into center field. Tyler Smith, a nice job of getting there. It was Kunert that broke hard on that ball and was sprinting the whole way before giving way to Smith at the end. And a nice job of the Demons outfield running that ball down for the second out. And here comes Hunter Hearn. He had an okay night last night. I think he hit for the cycle.
He is a first baseman senior for the Bearcats with a hitting average of 70, which is actually the highest on the team for the Bearcats, so very impressive. He also has the second highest second doubles for 15, which is definitely not bad. Let's see if he can get us some hits today.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. This ball laced into right field. That will get down around third and being waved home. Here's the throw. It is cut off. Throw to the plate. Not in time. Cannon in with a head-first slide. And Hunter Hearn picks up right where he left off yesterday with a 2-out RBI double coming through to the opposite field. And the Cats are on the board 4-1.
Man, what a great hit and a great play. That worked out really well for us. Now we have 2 on first. And a home.
Jack Rogers, the sophomore, DHing today as he did yesterday, a .298 average. Hunter Hearn increasing his RBI total on the season, picking up the 2-out ribby right there. First pitch to Rogers, changeup down the middle, strike 1 at 74.
He has 8 home runs so far this season, so maybe we'll see another one today. Definitely on the higher end for this team. You can see he's really getting ready and really focusing.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Rogers swings, line drive up the middle. A dive and off the glove of Caleb Ricka. He will get it and throw to third to try and get Hearn, and they will get Hearn. A nice play by Caleb Ricka. So he dives, actually loses his glove on the play, gets up, scampers to the ball, and makes a strong throw. The tag over there by Dodge to retire Hunter Hearn. But a run for the Bearcats on 3 hits and a runner thrown out at third to end the inning on that base hit. But the Cats are on the board. They still trail by 3. We'll be back for the top of the second here on the Bearcat Sports Network. Back here on the Bearcat Sports Network, sophomore third baseman Cheney Dodge, the 9-hole hitter, will lead it off here against Dominic Robinson. A 4-1 lead for the Demons as Robinson back to work and catches the top of the zone for strike one.
As we know, Dominic is 3-0 with a batting average of 3.86. So overall, very impressive. He has 22 hits so far this season, 8 runs. Looking good.
0-2 the count now. Dodge just a 148 average. He's making just his 7th start of the year for the Demons. Top of the order, Sam Taylor waiting in the on-deck circle. Dealing on 0-2. Robinson, swing and a miss. He will get Dodge 80 miles an hour on the outside edge. So a 3-pitch strikeout to begin the second inning, and that's a good sign from Robinson after struggling through the first, and he will face Sam Taylor, his other strikeout victim today.
Yeah, hopefully this is just a turnaround for him.
Robinson into the wind, his first pitch to Taylor on the outside edge, much to Taylor's dismay.
Right now, Sam Houston State University and Northwestern State University non-conference records are 29-22 and 29-21 respectively.
Taylor behind now 0-2. Robinson has done a good job today of not getting Taylor a lot of hittable pitches at the top of the order, working quickly here, dealing on the 0-2. This is chopped to third. Davila has to wait on it for a minute, play the high hop, and the throw is not in time. That was a tough in-between play for Davila at third base. A couple things going through his mind. Is that ball going to stay fair? And once it did, he had no choice but to wait for it to come down. Sam Taylor, speedster out of the box, buys himself an infield single with 1 out.
You know, Tyler, it always amazes me to see just how fast these boys can throw the ball. I mean, they had that, and it was just all the way across the field and at first base in no time. It always amazes me.
Quick release by Davila. First pitch to Caleb Arica is in the dirt for ball 1. Jordan Cannon getting some work back there right now. He's spending a lot of time dropping to his knees after a rough day yesterday as well. It'll be interesting to see if he goes the whole way behind the plate. Pick off throw to first. And back with a dive easily is Taylor. Couple of southpaws on the mound, both of them not afraid to throw over.
Taylor's obviously eager to get off first base.
Another throw over on Taylor. Understandably so. He's 11 of 15 this year for stolen bases, so a threat to run and a threat to get there when he does. Jordan Cannon, though, has an absolute cannon behind the plate, and we'll see if he gets to show that off. The 1-0, a slide step, swing and a miss, a foul tip. 1-1 now. And we'll see if the Demons decide to put Taylor in motion at some point during this AB. Another throw over.
Now, Tyler, what is it really helping him to be doing that, Sam Taylor?
So, 2 goals here. 1, get that batter a little bit on his heels in the box, but also keep that base runner from leaning out towards second. Now, bunt laid down by Arica. Robinson will field it. Only throw is to first. Riley McKnight did not get to the bag in time. And so, in an attempt to give himself up, Caleb Arica is going to end up with an infield single. Taylor will move into second, and there's 2 Demons aboard with only 1 out.
I guess that play pretty much showed me why he did it, because he was already halfway at the base by the time the hit was made, and he was able to make it in time.
I think Riley McKnight there was shading a little bit up the middle before the pitch to cover on a steal. First baseman Hunter Hearn crashed on that bunt. There was just no one left to cover first. That'll bring in Jeffery Elkins, 1-for-1 with an RBI single last inning. He'll hit here with 2 on and 1 out, and the first pitch is a changeup in the dirt for ball 1. So going back to those throws over by Robinson, if you're suspecting that Taylor's running and you know you have a good catcher, you're going to want to try and keep him close. Keep him from leaning out towards second and getting that extra step, cheating early. And that's what he did there, but a beautiful bunt by Arica, and it just becomes irrelevant. The 1-0 pitch misses up, and Robinson's going to have to find the strike zone here, 2-0.
And now the Demons on first and second base are both doing that to him. They're both kind of stepping out off the base.
Aggressive leads out there. Infield's going to play it straight up. Hearn not holding the runner at first. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a weak roller towards third. Davila will check second and go to first. So an effective at bat for Elkins. There will be 2 outs, but he will get a pair of runners into scoring position now for Tyler Smith in the cleanup spot. He had that two-run bomb in the first inning, his 10th of the season. Bearcats have a base open here. They will at least pitch to him. Let's see if he gets pitched around here, though.
I have another quick question, Tyler. For that last play, could we have gotten out the people on third as well?
Ball just wasn't hit hard enough. Not hit hard enough. Nice job by Davila charging. You saw him kind of peek to second out the corner of his eye. Ended up going to first and taking that sure out to get to 2 away. 1-0 count to Tyler Smith. They'll stay on the outside edge. Smith kind of shaking his head. Ruled a strike by Doug McClure behind the plate. So a 1-1 count. And now we'll see if that makes Robinson decide to come into the zone a little bit here. 1-1. Fastball misses on the outside corner, staying away after getting beat on that inside fastball in the first inning.
Tyler Smith is the center fielder for the Demons. He's a junior with a batting average of .270, which is fairly on the higher side for this team, not too bad.
Oh, grabs this one to second, throw to first. They rule that Hunter Hearn is off the bag. Heading to second now, Cannon will throw down. They will get him at second. Both runs will count on the play. So a ground out to second. Ground ball to second. The throw by McKnight pulled Hearn off the bag at first. He comes up, throws home, throws offline. Cannon picks it up and throws down to second to get the third out, but both runners do score.
Tyler Smith, 23, who made it to, or who was trying to make it to second base, you can tell he's pretty upset.
Six to 1 Demons on this game 1 of the doubleheader on this lovely sunny Friday in Huntsville. Northwestern State has jumped out to a 5-run lead, and it'll be up to Riley McKnight, the senior second baseman, to try and get it started. He takes ball 1 from Ridge Heisler.
Riley McKnight has a batting average of .312.
He's really put together a nice senior campaign, swinging a foul there, so the count's 1-1.
Yeah, he has a 55 hits, which is actually one of the highest on the team, not bad at all, with 35 runs.
McKnight, 8 doubles on the season. He is a speedster when he gets on base. Here's the 1-1 swing and a miss late on a fastball from Heisler. Counts to 1-2 now. Heisler, a little hitch in his delivery. Kicks that leg up and kind of holds it there for a second. Here's a high leg kick out of the stretch as well. You see it right there. There's that little pause, and he comes right back with 84 again and gets it by McKnight. So one away here in the bottom of the second for the Bearcats, and that will bring up Eric Bonnert, the sophomore, getting the start today. Entered in left field in the middle innings of yesterday's game, and here he is now making his 14th start of the season.
Eric Bonnert is a left fielder for Sam with a batting average of .209.
Just the 44th at bat of the year for Bonnert. Fouls that one off down the right field line, back out of play, 0-1.
He only has 8 runs and 9 hits, so he's on the lower end for the Bearcats.
The 0-1 delivery. Bonnert back up the middle. Weak roller to second, and a nice play right there as it's gobbled up by Sam Taylor, and he throws on to first for the second out. So the Bearcats lineup getting shut down here in the second inning by Heisler, already down 5 in the early going, and that will bring up freshman Diego Davila, the third baseman.
Diego has a batting average of .250 for his freshman. That's not bad at all.
Fouled back off the screen. You mentioned that .250 average. Certainly not slouching in the batter's box as a freshman, but compared to these other Sam Houston freshmen that have just been delivering all year, Davila has been overshadowed a little bit. He has played some amazing defense this season, though. Still continuing to grow. He takes a fastball in the outside corner. That one at 88, and the count's going to be 0-2.
Yes, his at-bat is at 105 now.
A lot of consistent playing time this year for Davila. Waiting on the 0-2, a long look in from Heisler into his wind. 2 strikes, 2 outs. That pitch, a fastball off the outside edge.
He also has 14 runs and 26 hits, so you're right, he really has had some very good consistent playing time here at the Bearcats for a freshman.
Just 1 home run the year for Davila, not exactly a power hitter. He will swing right through that fastball from Heisler. So after going up by 5 in the early going, the Demons come out and shut down the Cats. They hold a 6-1 lead, and we'll be back for the third inning from Don Sanders Stadium in Game 1 of this doubleheader on the Bearcat Sports Network. Back here on the Bearcat Sports Network, Dominic Robinson working down by 5 in the early going. 6-1 Demons at the top of the third, and it'll be the DH JP LaGreco to get it started. He will swing at the first pitch and foul it off for strike 1.
Everyone's just kind of getting ready, getting warmed up, getting in their zone.
LaGreco reached after getting hit by a pitch in his first at-bat, came around to score. This time down 0-1, he will foul tip that pitch into the glove of Jordan Cannon. It's 0-2.
LaGreco is a senior with a batting average of .200.
0-2 pitch, skied to straightaway center field. In his tracks is Clayton Harp, and he will make the play. So a nice 3-pitch out for Dominic Robinson there. A rough second inning for Robinson. So 2 runs, both are going to be unearned on the ground ball to Riley McKnight. That was eventually ruled an E4 as the throw pulled Hearn off the bag. Robinson, after giving up 4 in the first, looked like he was going to pitch out of trouble. And just an odd play to end the inning. He'll go to work here against Austin Stegall now and deliver a high fastball for ball 1. Stegall 0 for 1 on the day, a ground out to third back in the first inning. The 1-0 pitch, another heater, misses high, so 2-0 now.
As for Stegall, his batting average is .291, which is pretty outstanding. With 24 runs, 34 hits.
Good hitters count 2-0 here, and that one's at the top of the zone. And even 80 miles an hour on the gun, so 2-1 as Robinson tries to battle back. And Christina, it seems like Robinson's been pitching from down in the count a lot today, falling behind hitters, and we see another count here, 3-1.
I think you're right, definitely. I feel like he's been pretty consistent, though, with the balls he's been throwing.
He has. He's not missing by much when he does miss, as that 3-1 pitch is straight back to the screen. Kind of seems like he's flirting with that outside edge, messing around at the bottom of the knees a little bit, just not always getting the call. Doug McClure has had a good strike zone behind the plate today, though, so far. Full count, 1 out, base is empty. Stegall swings and misses. A nice pitch from Robinson. Foul tip hung on to by Jordan Cannon for the second out. And Robinson making quick work in the middle of this Demons order. That will bring up junior Lenny Kunert, 1 for 1 on the day.
Lenny Kunert is a junior at Northwestern.
First pitch swinging, fouled off. 0-1.
A right fielder with a batting average of .301.
Robinson finds the outside edge there, so an 0-2 count. The number that stands out to me, Christine, is that .306 average with 2 outs.
Yeah, that's pretty impressive. Especially for, well, a junior's pretty good, but still.
Definitely not an easy out here. Fouls that one away on 0-2 and continues to stay alive. Fighting in the box here. Bottom of this Demons order.
We're working through the roster pretty quickly here.
Here's the 0-2 grounded to short. Lofton waits on it. 3 hops. Nice easy throw across to Hearn. So that'll do it. A nice 1-2-3 inning from Dominic Robinson as he bounces back. The Demons still lead it by 5, but the Cats are coming up. 9-1-2 due up for the Bearcats. We will be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Nothing. 2, you're going 2.
Hello and thank you. We're back here on the Bearcat Sports Network. My name is Christina Krastamatis and I'm here with Tyler Josephson. Right now the next 3 up for Bearcats are Jackson Lofton, Jordan Cannon, and Colton Couser.
Lofton standing in for his first at bat against Heisler. 1-0 the count, and he will take a pitch that finds the inside corner, or thereabouts at least, but the count's evened up at 1-1. Lofton, one of 3 freshmen starting today for the Bearcats. All right, so Dios, this ball is grounded towards short. Arica will play it on an easy hop. Thrower crossing plenty of time, so Lofton's retired, and that's one quick out here in the home half of the third inning.
Up to bat next for the Bearcats is Jordan Cannon, who is a catcher, actually. He is 1-1 today with an average of .386.
Cannon stands in. He singled and scored so far, the only run for the Bearcats.
Getting ready. He is 1 for 1.
0-1 delivery from Heisler. This pitch also grounded to short. Caleb Arica will have to charge this one, and he will not be able to play it cleanly. Ball not hit very hard. Arica charging in. Didn't get his glove quite down to the turf. And that will be ruled in error, so an E6 allows Cannon to reach. And that'll give Colton Couser a one-out base runner.
Colton Couser is 0 for 1 today with an average of .369.
Tried to go oppo in his first at bat, flew out to left field. Cannon was aboard first base for him in that at bat as well. First pitch off speed drops into the strike zone. 0-1.
Couser has 75 hits, definitely one of the highest on the team, actually the highest on the team. So let's see if he can get one of those today.
That pitch misses high. So you mentioned those hit totals. Not only is it top on this Bearcat squad, but it is fourth in the conference. And let's take a look at Couser's stats for a minute, just where he ranks in the Southland. Fourth in batting average, fourth in slugging percentage, fourth in on-base percentage, fourth in hits, fourth in runs scored. He leads the conference in triples just for good measure, tied for second in RBIs, second in total bases. Christina, this kid's a freshman, and he doesn't play like it as he's ahead in the count 2-1 now.
So basically, overall, he's extremely impressive.
I mean, he's been nothing short of amazing this year, locking up probably freshman of the year. He's made a case for player of the year. I think Abilene Christian's Luis Trevino might have something to say about that, but Colton Couser is just, the fact that we're going to get to watch this kid for the next however many years is just incredible as he takes a 2-1 pitch here up high out of the zone, 3-1, and it looks like Heisler's not even really coming right at him in this situation.
Looks like the Bearcats are really lucky to have this great player on their team.
Couser has been impressive this year, to say the least. 3-1, a good hitter's count. We'll see if he's able to unload on something here, and he will not. He will watch it up high for ball 4. So the Demons wanted no part of Colton Couser. Go ahead and add to his walk total that we haven't even discussed. So 2 on, 1 out now for Clayton Harp.
Guess I'd just rather walk him.
Hey, 1 base is better than 4.
True. Well, for them and not for us.
The thing about Couser, though, is you can choose to not face him, and you just have such good protection behind him. Harp now, Hearn in the on-deck circle. It doesn't get any easier from here.
Very true. Harp is 0 for 1 today with an average of .323. He normally plays center field for us.
Harp, very versatile, very athletic. A beautiful swing in that left-handed batter's box. He's down 0-1 after that first foul ball.
He's definitely had a lot of even playing time with 200 at bat.
Heisler kicks and deals, and Harp fouls that one off the other way. So he's down 0-2. Clayton Harp, one of those guys, though, he doesn't care what the count is. He can be down in the count. He gets his hits deep in counts. Doesn't bother him to have 2 strikes. He just has a very good approach at the plate. So Cannon stands on second, Couser on first, 1 away. The other thing Clayton Harp doesn't do often is ground into double plays. Sam Houston as a team doesn't ground into a whole lot of double plays. Here's the 0-2, swing and a miss. Heisler went upstairs on Harp, and Harp went after it, took the bait. He will go down for the second out.
Now we have Hunter Hearn coming up for the Bearcats. He is 1 for 1 today with an average of .333.
Only RBI on the day for the Bearcats. He had that 2-out single in the first inning.
It'd be really nice if we could get a home run with 2 on base.
Hearn swings, drives one out to left center field. Is that going to hang up long enough for Tyler Smith to run it down? Yes, it is. Solid contact from Hearn. But a hang time, and it's in the air long enough to be run down. So the Cats will strand a couple here in the bottom of the third. They do not capitalize on that opportunity as Hearn lines out, and they remain down 6-1 to the Demons squad. We've played 3 in Huntsville. We'll be back for the 4th on the Bearcats Sports Network. Back here on the Bearcat Sports Network, top of the 4th. Demons offense exploded early for 6 runs. They lead it 6-1. Marshall Skinner, a 2-hopper, and a nice play at short by the freshman Jackson Lofton. Throw off line, but a nice job by Hearn to go get it and put the tag on. So they quick 1 out here for Dominic Robinson, who was trying to bounce back after that rough first inning. He's been good since then. And the Demons that will bring up
Cheney Dodge is up for the Demons now. He's 0 for 1 today.
Strikeout back in the second for Dodge. This time he'll take a fastball on the outside edge to start the at-bat, 0-1. Not a lot of aggression right there out of Dodge after striking out in his first at-bat. Letting that one go by, hitting 143 on the year. Off-speed pitch, and he's quickly down 0-2.
Third baseman with a batting average of 148. On the lower end for this team.
I think you can see why after taking those first 2 pitches.
True.
Down in the count 0-2 now, and it forces him to chase a fastball out of the zone. So a nice job of pitching by Dominic Robinson coming right after him. And he will set Dodge down on strikes for the 2nd time today. So a quick 2 outs, but that does roll the lineup over now for Sam Taylor, who is 6 for 7 so far to begin this series, singled and scored in the 2nd.
I think it's safe to say that Dominic Robinson has really turned stuff around today, from the first inning at least.
First pitch off speed. Stays maybe high. Jordan Cannon thought that was a strike, so did the Bearcats dugout, but it's a 1-0 count. Robinson deals that one, a nice fastball on the outside corner. Robinson doing a good job of working away from these right-handed hitters and getting swings and misses. Christina, you mentioned him turning it around, and I think that right there is why that pitch was over the plate in the first inning. Now it's on the outside edge. This is grounded. Jackson Lofton, again, a chance at short, makes the play, and the inning is over. A nice 1-2-3 inning. Dominic Robinson really settling in. The question is, can the Bearcats offense overcome that early surge by the Demons? They trail by 5, and we'll be back for the bottom of the 4th on the Bearcats Sports Network.
Hello, and we are back here with Bearcat Sports Network. I'm Christina Krastamatis, and I'm here with Tyler Josephson. 5, 6, 7 are due up for the Bearcats.
And that'll be DH Jack Rogers leading it off against Heisler. Rich Heisler has pitched well today, does miss with ball one right there. 3 innings so far, just the 1 earned run on 3 hits, 3 strikeouts to go with it. Nice day on the mound so far for Heisler. He works here on 1-0. Big swing and a miss by Jack Rogers, evens up the count at 1-1. Down by 5. I think Rogers went ahead and took a shot right there, though.
Jack Rogers is DH for us, batting average of .298.
That pitch misses low, 2-1. 1 for 1 on the day for Rogers. Singled back in the first inning.
Really impressive stats for a sophomore, that's for sure. 54 hits, 39 runs.
The 2-1 pitch is an opposite field base hit to left field, so make him 2 for 2 on the day. You mentioned his numbers as a sophomore. Jack Rogers getting a lot of playing time this year. He was good in the time that he got last year as a freshman as well. Didn't see a ton of it. Much more consistent this year, and it has paid off. That average now up above 300, and that'll bring up Riley McKnight. He has had a very good season. He has scuffled so far in this series, though, and 0 for 1 so far today with a K back in the second. Looking to turn that around. Riley McKnight leads the Southland Conference in sacrifice bunts, and he's in a position here where we may see him square around. He does not. He swings away. He lines it to first. That ball is past Seagal down into the right field corner. McKnight around second. He's heading for third. They are waving Rogers to the plate. He will score standing up. Riley McKnight with the RBI triple for the Bearcats, and it is 6-2.
What a play. That was just awesome.
McKnight goes oppo, laces that ball towards first. Seagal playing in, holding the runner on, was not able to get a glove on it, and it rolled all the way and just rattled around in that right field corner. And Riley McKnight was off to the races, and boy, was he flying.
Talk about a boost for the Bearcats. I think this is exactly what they needed.
Bearcats known for striking and scoring a lot of runs in those middle innings. If you're the Demons, you know that. Up by 4, but now with McKnight on third and 1 out, Eric Bonnert will stand in. Bonnert will take ball 1 away. I would not put it past Deggs to bunt sometime in this at-bat.
Eric Bonnert is 0 for 1 today with an average of .205.
1-1 the count to Bonnert. Grounded out to second, back in the second inning. A ground out to second here would be an RBI, though, with the middle infield playing back. Trim the deficit down to 3. 1-1, high fastball. Bonnert swings through it, so he's down 1-2.
Bonnert, who normally plays left fielder for us, sophomore here at Sam.
Here's the 1-2 from Heisler. Bonnert, a high chopper to third. It's going to force McKnight to hold up, and a nice play over there is by Dodge. Will get Bonnert for the first out, and with nobody out, Riley McKnight smart to not risk it right there.
Up next, we have freshman Diego Davila, who is 0 for 1 today with an average of .248.
Struck out back in the second inning. He'll be looking for a ground ball or a sac fly to get that run home here. It's a big run at third. 3-run deficit sounds a lot better than 4 for the Cats. First pitch swinging. That ball is straight back to the screen. He was right on that pitch, just a little under it.
Third baseman with an impressive at-bat of 104. 14 runs, 26 hits, definitely not bad stuff.
A lot of playing time this year for the freshman Davila. This ball is into center field, and it will get down. McKnight held up for just a minute, but he will be able to jog home. So a clean RBI single as Davila hits it back where it came from. Suddenly it's 6-3, and it feels like the Bearcats are getting back into this ballgame.
Bearcats are definitely going to give Demons a run for their money now. I think they're finally getting the swing back in, and they're really going at it.
It's nice to see the bottom of this Bearcats order get something going. We'll have a mound visit from Northwestern State. Bullpen's quiet, so this will just be to settle down Heisler, and we're going to take a break with him. We will be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network.
And we are back with the Bearcat Sports Network. We have a runner on first with one out. I am Christina Krastamatis, and I'm here with Tyler Josephson today.
Diego Davila, that runner on first, as Ridge Heisler, the starter for Northwestern State, who is pitching well through 3 innings and now is getting touched up here with 1 out in the 4th. He is facing freshman Jackson Lofton, who's 0 for 1 today. Squares to bunt and tries to get one down the first baseline, and it rolls foul, so an 0-1 count now. We'll see if the Bearcats keep that bunt on here.
Lofton is 0 for 1 today with a pretty impressive average at 289.
Lofton hasn't seen the playing time that some of these other freshmen have seen, but he has put together a good campaign when he is in the game. .375 on base percentage. Definitely a contact hitter. And good hitter out of the 9 hole. Here's the 0-1 count, swinging a ground ball to third. That ball is fair to second for 1. Throw pulls him off the bag, but he does get the tag down. That's a very nice play by Sam Taylor, who was fielded by Dodge, thrown to second. Taylor able to come off the bag early, but he gets the tag. So mark that a fielder's choice. Matt Degg's going to come out and discuss that one. A very, very quick discussion with James Ainsworth. I think they got that call correct.
Quick to say the least. Up next, batting for the Bearcats, we have Jordan Cannon, senior, who is 1 for 2 today with an average of .384.
Cannon, the catcher, singled and scored back in the 4th. He's been on base both times as he reached on an error in the 3rd. He takes a pitch low there near the outside edge for ball 1. So Lofton on first. Little side note with 2 outs, Lofton has attempted 5 stolen bases this year and has been successful all 5 times. Has not been caught. Not running here on the 1-0. Pitch misses 2-0. We'll see if they put something in motion here and a good hitter's count for Cannon.
We just really need a good hit so we could get bases full and get going, get some home runs. He sees a lot of playing time with 170 at bat.
Cannon, this one kind of handcuffs him a little bit, picked up by Arica, short way to Taylor at second. So a 6-4 put out to end the inning. But the Bearcats get a couple back, and from 6-1, it's now 6-3. We're through 4 at Don Sanders in game 1 of this doubleheader on this Friday afternoon. We'll be back for the 5th on the Bearcat Sports Network.
And And we are back here at Bearcat Sports Network. I am Christina Krastamatis, and here with me is Tyler Josephson. Right now we have Caleb Arica coming up to bat for the Demons.
Junior shortstop, 2 for 2 on the day. Doubled back in the first, singled in the second. He has scored both times. And this 1-2 punch for the Demons, it's very good. Sam Taylor, a 5 for 5 day yesterday while Caleb Arica struggled. Today, Taylor just 1 for 3, but Arica's been on twice and scored twice. He awaits the first pitch from Robinson here. Check swing, foul ball, strike 1.
That was a nice pitch by Robinson, though.
Yeah,
He's
ran
really
that
been getting it
fastball
back.
up and in at 85. You're right, Robinson has really settled down, making a lot better pitches than he did in that first inning. Pulled the string on him and had Arica way out in front. Counts 0-2.
The scoreboard definitely shows that. Numbers going down for Northwestern.
0-2 pitch in the dirt. Cannon will block it up. Throw to first to complete the 2-3 putout. Mark that a strikeout for Dominic Robinson as he takes care of Caleb Arica for the first time today. And there's one gone for the heart of this order as Jeffery Elkins steps into the box.
Number 45 left fielder. He's a freshman at Northwestern with a .295 average.
He's put together a nice freshman campaign, 1 for 2 on the day today. Robinson deals the first pitch. Curveball drops out of the zone. Good eye right there from Elkins. Wanted no part of that first pitch breaking ball, 1-0.
He is 1 for 2 today.
Swing and a miss. Counts evened up at 1-1.
Just like you were saying, he really has made a nice little freshman play for himself with 176 at bat.
This ball chopped foul down the third baseline.
53 hits and 33 runs with a 32 RBI.
That tells me two things, Christina. One, he's driving in runs, but so are the guys behind him. But he goes down with a foul-tip strikeout. Dominic Robinson making quick work of Arica and Elkins.
We will take that.
Absolutely, and that'll bring up Tyler Smith with the bases empty. 1 for 2 today, but it was a big one, that 2-run shot back in the first inning. Dominic Robinson now with 6 Ks on the day through 4 2/3. Getting that strikeout total up a little bit. Doesn't feel like it because of the runs he's given up, but he's been good these last 3 innings.
He's just bringing it back. Oh.
This pitch is flown to center field. Clayton Harp, a little bit to his right. He will plant himself under to make the play. So another nice inning for Robinson. Pick up a couple more strikeouts for yourself, young man. And zeros for the Demons in the top of the 5th. We'll be back for the bottom of the 5th. It's 6-3 Northwestern State on the Bearcat Sports Network.
And we are back here at the Bearcat Sports Network. I'm Christina Krastamatis, and I am here with Tyler Josephson. Up to bat for Sam Houston, we have number 17, Colton Couser. He is 0 for 1 today with an average of .369.
Reached base in the third on a walk. Takes a fastball off the outside corner, excuse me. Ruled ball 1 by home plate umpire Doug McClure. That pitch misses low. 2-0 now, and Couser back into a hitter's count. Walked in his last at bat, and it just doesn't seem like Ridge Heisler's throwing a lot of strikes today to Colton Couser. Understandably so. Here's the 2-0 pitch. 3-0 now.
Couser has really made a great year for himself as a freshman with an average of 371, at bat being 202. I mean, pretty impressive.
Standing up the 3-0 count here, down by 3, probably taking all the way. He is. Fastball's in there for a strike. 3-1. I don't think Heisler will throw that same fastball in 3-1. I think if Couser sees that again, he will drive that pitch. He does see a fastball, though, and it's fouled away. So from 3-0, it's back to 3-2. We'll see if Heisler challenges him on this full count pitch.
Up next to bat, we will have Clayton Harp.
He'll be followed by Hunter Hearn. So a test here in the middle innings for Heisler, dealing with that potent 2-3-4. But first, the full count offering. Couser fouls it away, so we will tee it up and do it again. Not a large crowd today at Don Sanders, but a lively one, and a vocal crowd out there on both sides, enjoying some Friday afternoon baseball. A reminder that we will have our nightcap at 7 p.m. today. First pitch of the second doubleheader. Couser again fouls it off, so he will see an 8th pitch now in this at-bat. Heisler approaching 60 pitches on the day. Nobody out here in the 5th. Northwestern starting to throw. Couser lifts this one down the left field line. It will be fouled. It will be playable in foul territory. It will. A nice catch up against the Bearcats bullpen. Jeffery Elkins almost disappeared from our sights out there, but he makes a good catch down the line. So an 8-pitch at bat ends with a flyout for Colton Couser, and that will bring in Clayton Harp.
Number 47, our center fielder, is a senior with an average of 325, and he is 0-2 today.
Fly out to center in the first, a strikeout in the third. Looking to turn that around, and he does. First pitch swing and line drive back up the middle. Clayton Harp looked like he just kind of threw the bat head out of that one, but it turns into a hard hit single, and he's aboard for Hunter Hearn.
That's a nice way to start out the inning for darn sure. Now we have Hunter Hearn, our first baseman, senior, average 330.
One thing this Bearcats line has been good at all year is not missing first pitch strikes. They don't wait around for a lot. They will jump on you if you leave something over the heart of the plate, and that's exactly what Clayton Harp did right there.
Hunter Hearn is 1 for 2 today.
First pitch to Hearn. Gets under that one, pops it up. It's going to be Caleb Arica going out into left field. He will make the play. I think Hearn's eyes kind of lit up on that first pitch heater, but he just got under it. He popped it up. So 2 gone. It's going to be up to Jack Rogers to try and pick up his teammates and see if he can bring Clayton Harp around here with 2 away.
Looks like there's pretty good communication going out in the outfield.
I'm going to take a bet and say Northwestern State worked on that today before the game after what happened in yesterday's first inning.
They weren't going to let it happen again.
They have not let it happen again, and nice job not letting balls fall into no man's land today for the Demons. So Jack Rogers standing in the left-handed batter's box. Clayton Harp on first as Rogers fouls away a pitch for strike 1.
Jack Rogers with a 298 average. He's 2 for 2 today.
Pair of singles. He came around to score in the 4th. Takes that pitch outside, counts 1-1.
He has 8 home runs, making him second for Sam. Maybe we'll see one of those home runs today. Would be nice.
I think if you're Jack Rogers, sounds fun to kind of finish with double digits. Maybe go deep in both games today. See what you can do. He tries to right there. He does swing through that fastball, and it's a 1-2 count. I think he heard you.
For it, yeah?
He was.
And I feel like I should just open the window and yell at them, be like, give me that home run. I'm determined to have like a telepathy with the players.
Absolutely.
Yeah? By the end of this game,
You were definitely on the same page with Rogers. He unleashed on that swing. He's down 1-2 now with 2 outs, and he will swing and miss. So a nice job of pitching around that 1-out single as Ridge Heisler gets out of the inning. So nothing for the Bearcats happening in the 5th. We will go to the 6th. Northwestern State 6, Sam Houston 3 on the Bearcats Sports Network. Back here on the Bearcat Sports Network, we have played 5 in Huntsville at beautiful Don Sanders Stadium. Northwestern State clings to a 6-3 lead, and it'll be up to the DH J.P. LaGreco to see if he can expand on that. He'll take ball 1 high from Dominic Robinson, who has really settled down after a rough first inning.
LaGreco is 0 for 1 today with an average of 198.
Did reach and score on a hit by pitch. Swings and misses. A nice change up there from Robinson to get back in the count 1-1. Robinson toes the rubber, goes into his windup. A 1-1 pitch. Slow curveball, drops through the zone at 72. Don't think LaGreco was expecting off speed right there. He's down in the count now, 1-2.
Robinson has been very impressive so far.
One-two pitch, swung on and missed. Robinson kind of racking up those strikeouts, kind of sneaky today on the mound. Goes outside with 88. Gets LaGreco to swing through it. That'll bring up Austin Stegall with the bases empty and 1 away.
Hey, we'll take it. Sneaky or not, any way you can get it.
Absolutely. 7 Ks now through 5 1/3 for Robinson. Those 4 earned runs on 6 hits. But if you take out that first inning, he's had himself a nice outing. Fastball down the middle for strike 1. That's all he can do, too. Keep the game within reach and see if your offense can come alive here in the later innings.
Very true. Austin Stegall 0 for 2 today with an average of 286.
Struck out back in the 3rd, and he's down 0-2 here. Dominic Robinson pitching with a lot of confidence right now. Comes right after him. Fouled away. He absolutely should be.
And it seems to be working for him. I think the confidence does him well.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you're facing a team that touched you up in the 1st, but you've gone through the lineup now almost twice over. Hasn't happened again. Certainly stay on the attack.
Oh, yeah. He was not going to let the first inning repeat itself, which is very good.
Sets up here for another 0-2, and he goes outside. Missing off the corner, Ken slides into the other batter's box to get that one. 1-2 the count now to Stegall. Missing there again with 87, 2-2 now.
Stegall has 34 hits this season and 24 runs, so definitely not bad. I'm glad he hasn't gotten a hit so far right now.
0 for 2 on the day, 30 Ks on the season, did strike out back in the 3rd, and he'll do it again. Back-to-back strikeouts to open up the inning. Dominic Robinson continues to punch out Demons batters, 8 of them now. And with nobody on and 2 away, that'll bring up Lenny Kunert, the junior.
Lenny Kunert is 0 for 2 today with an average of 286. I'm sorry, Lenny Kunert is 1-2 today with an average of 304.
Fouls that one back for strike 1. Kunert, the only Demon past the first 4 hitters to get a hit today off of Robinson. Bottom of this Demons lineup hasn't done a whole lot. That pitch is fouled back, and it's quickly 0-2 as Dominic Robinson's looking to strike out the side in order here.
You can tell Kunert had a lot of confidence in that hit.
Fastball misses up and away there, so a 1-2 count now with 2 outs. That ball grounded towards third.
Oh.
Sliding stop. Nice play by Davila. Comes up, makes a quick throw on to Hearn. So a couple of punch outs and a nice play at third base at the hot corner. Dominic Robinson has himself another 1-2-3 inning. Tell me if that sounds familiar as he mows through the Demons lineup. We'll be back for the home half of the 6th. Bearcats trail 6-3 on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Hello there, Bearcat fans. We are back here with the Bearcat Sports Network. I'm Christina Karastamatis, and I have with me Tyler Josephson. Up to bat for the Bearcats, we have Riley McKnight, second baseman, who is a senior.
Eric Bonnert, Diego Davila, and Jackson Lofton will follow 6, 7, 8 here in this inning.
Very impressive. McKnight is 1 for 2 today with an average of .315.
Had that big RBI triple back in the 4th inning. Cats would love for him to use his speed here. Be a nice leadoff base runner down by 3 as we move into the later innings of this game. McKnight takes a fastball at 85 down the heart of the plate for strike 1.
It would definitely be nice if we could get a fast one out of here.
Swinging a ground ball is short. Charging on it is Arica. Throw across, gets McKnight by a step and a half, and there's 1 away.
I feel like we've been playing with a pattern today, though. Kind of been a similar pattern. Usually, that first hit's a ground ball, doesn't make it, then we start really picking it up.
Yeah, leadoff hitters today for the Bearcats have not been setting the table well. It seems like we're getting a lot of one-out base runners instead. We will get a pinch hitter here for Eric Bonnert. It will be Gavin Johnson, the designated hitter from yesterday, who we will likely see put the gear on for the second game today. Will stand in for his first at bat here with the bases empty and 1 out in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gavin Johnson, the senior, hits left-handed, and he will come in to face Ridge Heisler, who has thrown the ball well. First pitch to Johnson, a fastball at the knees for strike 1.
I wonder what made the Bearcats make this change in their lineup.
I think being down by 3 in the middle innings.
Fair enough, true.
They have a lot of defensive outfielders on their bench. Darian Sims, Mac Odom. I think they need to try and get something going here. Gavin Johnson lifts this one to the left field on the run, and under it is Jeffery Elkins, so the pinch hitter is retired, and there is 2 away. So Johnson hit for the left fielder. If he stays in the game, it certainly will not be in the outfield. We'll see if that was a one and done for Johnson or if they move him somewhere.
Up next now, batting for Sam, we have Diego Davila, third baseman, freshman, with an average of .250.
Trying to get something started here with 2 outs. He looks at a fastball that misses for ball 1.
He is 1 for 2 today.
couple of good-looking fastballs, rolled balls by Doug McClure, and it's a 2-0 count now. Davila's been the beneficiary of both of those calls. He had an RBI single in the fourth, struck out back in the second. Good hitters count here with 2-0 pitch. That one finds the knees, 2-1 now.
Looks like he's just kind of warming up, getting ready.
Chrysler kicks and deals on 2-1. Davila swings. This one is going to be a tough play. Backhand in the hole. Arica, a strong throw across. That's a good, solid defensive shortstop right there in Caleb Arica, and he makes the play. He's made a lot of them today. And a 1-2-3 inning as Ridge Heisler settles in. Through 6 runs on 6 hits and an error for Northwestern State, 3 runs on 7 hits and an error for Sam Houston State, and we will be back for the last 3 on the Bearcat Sports Network right after this.
Alrighty, and we are back here at the Bearcat Sports Network. We're at the top of the 7th. I am Christina Krastamatis, and I have Tyler Josephson here with me, and there are some changes in the Bearcat lineup, I believe.
That is right. So Dominic Robinson continues to work on the mound as he delivers strike 1 to Marshall Skinner. It was received by Gavin Johnson, who has put the gear on after pinch hitting. Catcher Jordan Cannon moves out to right field. Colton Couser, who is playing right field, moves to left. And Skinner will be aboard as the ball finds Cannon out there in right field and falls in for a hit. So that will mark the end of the day for Eric Bonnert, who was pinch hit for and was playing left field. So Johnson behind the plate in your outfield right to left now. Cannon, Harp, and Couser. Marshall Skinner on at first. Cheney Dodge, the third baseman, 0 for 2 today with a couple of strikeouts at the plate now. And Gavin Johnson's going to go out and talk it over. So let's take a look at the conference while we have a second. Southland Conference Tournament coming up next Wednesday through Saturday, May 22nd to 25th, out in Sugar Land, beautiful Constellation Field, home of the Skeeters. You were just recently there.
I was just there like 2 days ago at a Skeeters game.
Beautiful facility. If you haven't been out there, go ahead and head out there and support your Bearcats. They're going to have a high seed, perhaps the number 1 seed heading into that tournament. That's still to be determined. Dominic Robinson's day is done. We're going to have a new pitcher to tell you about. He will depart with 6+ innings of a good day. We will close out his line and introduce the new pitcher when we come back on the Bearcat Sports Network. Alrighty, and we are back here at the Bearcat Sports Network at Don Sanders Stadium.
We are at the top of the 7th here. I am Christina Krastamatis, and here with me is Tyler Josephson. We have a new pitcher to talk to you about, senior Riley Gossett, who's a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Goose taking over a 3-2 record. Couple of saves on the year. Gossett used in a variety of ways by Matt Deggs. 27 1/3 innings pitched. The number that really stands out, those 45 hits. His whip is up near 2, but 17 strikeouts to just 6 walks, and Goose at times can just be absolutely nasty. And that's going to mark the end of the day for starter Dominic Robinson. These numbers are a little inflated because of that first inning. And he finishes the day 6 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, did not walk anyone, allowed that 1 home run. If you take out that first inning, Dominic Robinson pitched a lot better than those numbers tell the story.
You can definitely see that the Bearcats are really trying hard to get back up there with all these changes they've made in the lineup and the roster.
Absolutely. Every game a must-win. So the Bearcats do control their own fate in the conference. If they were to sweep today's doubleheader, they will claim the regular season Southland Conference title outright, and they will do it by beating last year's tournament champions, the Northwestern State Demons, here in Huntsville. So a lot riding on these 2 games for both of these teams. Northwestern State is not yet clinched for the Southland Conference tournament. They are on the bubble looking to do that with that 500 record in the conference. So as of right now, they have Marshall Skinner on first base. Cheney Dodge at the plate, lays down a bunt, charging in on it as Diego Davila makes a nice play. So mark that one a sacrifice, but Skinner moves up to second with 1 out for the top of the order. A little bit of small ball right there.
That was a quick play.
That was. First pitch in, Gossett gets the out.
Now we have number 5, Sam Taylor, up to bat for the Northwestern Demons.
Taylor 1 for 3 on the day, singled and scored in the second, grounded out to shortstop in the 4th. Did strike out in his first at bat. And it's going to be a test here for Goose against the top of this lineup. First pitch, 78 miles an hour on the outside edge for strike 1. So that bunt right there tells me that Northwestern State's going to play for a run this inning. They're not comfortable with that 6-3 lead. They want to try and push that out.
Getting ready, really in the zone.
Gossett misses low, 1-1. Goose definitely doesn't work as quickly as some of these other Bearcat pitchers. He will take his time out there on the mound.
Taylor with an average of .314. Not bad as a senior. Actually, the highest batting average on the team.
Goose misses there. It's a 2-1 count. Sam Taylor's put together an excellent senior year for this Demons team. He has been one of the best table setters in the Southland Conference. And if they make it to the tournament, they're going to rely heavily on this guy at the top of that order. He's waiting on the 2-1 pitch now from Riley Gossett. Kicks and deals. Off speed. Got Taylor way out in front. Kind of hung that one, but the change of speed was enough to get it by him, and it's 2-2.
You could tell there's some confidence in that hit, or the attempted hit.
Yeah, definitely a strong swing by Taylor right there. He's looking for something to line into the gaps in the outfield. Wants to score Marshall Skinner from second base. Skinner, a catcher, doesn't run extremely well. Here's the 2-2. This is grounded back. Gossett gets it, and he will go after Skinner. Throw to second. A little bit of a rundown here for the Bearcats. And they will just tag Skinner out. Taylor alertly moves into second base. But a nice play by Gossett to get the glove on it, and a heads-up play as Skinner broke immediately on contact. So a nice job to get the lead out. Taylor will move into second with 2 away. That'll bring up Caleb Arica.
Man, that was some kind of play.
Yeah, Goose looking good out of the bullpen.
Wow.
Those pitcher fielding practices really paying off there for Riley Gossett. Nice job on the mound.
I almost thought they were going to run him over there, but I mean...
Yeah, Riley McKnight just continued to run down Skinner, and as we just mentioned, McKnight is fast. Skinner does not run well. He's a catcher. McKnight knew that he could catch him and just tags him out barehanded right before third base.
He just didn't know it was coming for him.
I kept waiting for McKnight to flip the ball to Davila at third. He just never did. He took it himself. So 2 outs now and a runner on second for Caleb Arica. Big swing and a miss and a first pitch slider. 0-1. Riley Gossett will throw a lot of junk.
Caleb Arica is 2 for 3 today with an average of .307.
Doubled and scored in the first, singled and scored in the second. Struck out in the fifth. And now we'll see how he handles the finesse of Goose on the mound. Slider in the dirt, nice stop there by Gavin Johnson. Taylor will retreat to second, counts 1-1.
Yeah, Johnson was really ready to throw back there to second base. There was some movement.
So Northwestern State, despite a 6-3 lead, continues to strike out a lot. 15 times yesterday as a team. 8 Ks through their first 6 turns at the plate today. So 23 strikeouts in just over 15 innings. That ball fouled away, 1-2. The big number today, though, Northwestern State's hitting .444. They are 4 for 9 with runners on base. The Bearcats are just 4 for 13. And that's been the story. The Cats are not hitting when they get runners on. And that's led to only 3 runs. They'll have 3 full turns at bat.
I'm just hoping we can strike them out and keep them moving because they have a little bit of a history of being able to get something when they have people on base.
Ooh, I think Gossett wanted that outside corner, but a good call right there from Doug McClure. It did just miss. So 2's wild, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and a runner on second. Top of the 7th. Game 1 of a doubleheader. Game 2 tonight at 7 p.m. Come out and celebrate Senior Day. 12 Bearcats graduating out of the program this year. This ball is popped up out of play. And some names that have been a staple of Bearcat baseball for a while. Jordan Cannon, Hunter Hearn. Guys that will definitely be missed here.
Clayton Harp.
Clayton Harp.
Riley McKnight.
Absolutely.
12, that's a lot to be losing.
It's a lot. Riley Gossett on the mound right now. Goose is such a personality. These guys absolutely love Riley Gossett in the clubhouse. Everyone on the Sam Houston team, they just mesh so well, and you can tell.
It does, it really shows.
Hunter Hearn last night made a comment about how well everyone knows each other. He also made a comment, too, that they're not afraid to hold each other accountable for things, though. And you can see it in this team. Everyone does the little things very well. There's not a lot of errors. They hit well with runners in scoring position. They do their jobs. Goose finally ready here on the 2-2 pitch. Deals again. This ball is lifted into right field. It's going to get down. That's going to be an RBI. That's going to be rough. Caleb Arica around second. He's going to fly into third. He will have himself an RBI triple here with 2 outs. It'll make it 7-3. Hard to think that that's not a little bit of a backbreaker right there for the Bearcats.
This is exactly what I was worried about because they've had a history of this today, which is good for them and unfortunate for us.
Absolutely. Riley Gossett just kind of hung a 2-strike slider right there, and Caleb Arica didn't miss it. He went opposite field. Just a good approach. He's now 3 for 4 on the day. Worth noting that Caleb Arica, when he gets another at-bat, will be a home run shy of the cycle today. Goose goes to work on Jeffery Elkins. This ball is chopped high towards third. Davila will field it. He will make a strong throw. Oh, a little hesitation on that call right there by Ron Teague at first base. But the third out has been made. So Arica will be stranded at third, but not before he drives home a run with that back-breaking 2-out RBI triple. It is 7-3 Demons now, and we will enjoy the 7th inning stretch. We will be back with you for the home half of the 7th on the Bearcats Sports Network.
Jackson Lofton.
Back here at Don Sanders Stadium, bottom of the 7th inning, 9-1-2, due up for the Bearcats. Jackson Lofton will lead it off.
He is 0 for 2 today with an average of 286.
Ridge Heisler still on the mound, finds the strike zone there. Fastball at the knees for an 0-1 count. 6 innings and 3 earned runs. Ridge Heisler staring a quality start in the face. Working here into the 7th, deep against the Bearcats. Jackson Lofton grounded, strong throw by Arica. He beat it. And Northwestern State, after getting called out on a close play to end last inning, is not going to like that call from Ron Teague. And that's exactly what the Demons are saying right now is, hey, there was a bang-bang play that went Sam Houston's way a few minutes ago, and now the same play goes Sam Houston's way here. I'll take it, but I got to say, Christina, looking at it live, I thought they got him.
Yeah, I agree, but you know what? Like you said, I'll take it.
I think Jackson Lofton for a minute thought that ball snuck into left field. I don't think he was running as hard as he could have. It maybe didn't have to be that close. So here's Jordan Cannon, the right fielder now.
Oh.
This is lined. Arica throws back to first. Now he's called out.
And see, that time I thought that he was safe.
That time I thought his hand got in there.
Oh my gosh.
Some frustration from Jackson Lofton. Jordan Cannon hit that ball well. Caleb Arica, I mean, what can we say? The kid has played some solid defense today at short, though.
Man, that first base play was pretty disappointing. We just got there and it was taken away. Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a killer right there. Double plays always are a rally killer no matter how they happen. So nobody on now and 2 outs for Colton Couser. Takes a pitch low for ball 1. And no sooner did it look like Sam Houston had something going, and like you said, it's just immediately erased.
Ugh, so disappointing. But hey, they're still in it.
Bottom of the 7th, down by 4. Couser swings and grounds that one foul.
Couser is 0 for 2 today, average 368.
Couser's had an opposite field approach all day. Couple of outs to left field. Did reach in the 3rd on a walk, but he was stranded at first. We'll have a 2-1 count now. This has kind of seemed like Couser's the one batter that Heisler hasn't attacked very aggressively. Heisler sitting just around 80 pitches in the 7th inning. He's been efficient, but not to Colton Couser. 2-1 pitch misses, and it's 3-1.
Heisler getting ready.
See if he decides to challenge him on 3-1. He will. He'll go off speed at the knees. Counts full. Got to commend the Demons coming out. This was a big game for them. They needed to pick up a game this series. Definitely needed a win. Looking to sneak into that conference tournament that they won last year. Couser on the ground. Caleb Arica again comes around the ball, fields it, throws on the run, and Caleb Arica continues to be tested and make plays out there for the Demons. Very athletic shortstop. So that will retire Couser. So after the leadoff hit, Cats can't do anything. Heisler faces the minimum here in the 7th. He has pitched well. Heading to the 8th, 7-3, Northwestern State. We will be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network.
And we are back here at Bearcat Sports Network, top of the 8th.
Tyler Smith standing in for the Demons. Riley Gossett will continue to work on the mound. Smith 1 for 3 today. The junior had that 2-run homer in the first inning. Reached base in the second, flew out to center in the fifth. He has a 1-0 count right now. Goose deals to him, missing low 2-0.
Smith averaging .272.
Hitting .405 when leading off innings. An impressive number here. That pitch fouled away, 2-1. Smith put a good swing on that ball.
These last 2 innings should be pretty interesting. We'll have to see if the Bearcats can turn it around and get a win or not. I'm hoping they do.
They're going to need Goose to really put down some shutdown innings on the mound. Cats will have 3, 4, 5. Harp, Hearn, and Rogers due up. So if you're going to get back into a ball game, that's going to be the inning to do it in the bottom half. It's a 3-0 count. That's 3-1. Excuse me, scoreboard was behind on that foul ball. 3-1 count. Kicks and deals on 3-1. Chopped down the first baseline. Foul. Count will be full. Gossett battling Smith here to start the inning. Goose came in last inning. Gave up a hit. It was a triple. Scored a run. Here's a 3-2 offering. Smith is going to be aboard. He's going to line that ball into center field. Harp will play it on a few hops and get it back in. So a good piece of hitting, and the Demons have a base runner, and that's just kind of the way they've done it all day. They've just kind of grinded out there at bats.
Absolutely. Up next batting for the Northwestern Demons, we have number 11, J.P. LaGreco.
Senior's 0 for 2 today. Hit by a pitch earlier, came around to score. It's flown out and struck out since. First offering from Gossett on the ground is short. Laying out is Jackson Lofton. It's off his glove. Runners will hold at first and second. That was going to be a tough play anyway, even if he got to that ball. Mark that an infield single, despite Lofton's best efforts at short. So 2 on and nobody out for Stegall, and we will see if Northwestern feels like laying down a bunt in this situation.
Austin Stegall up to bat, senior, who is 0 for 3 today, averaging at .283.
He has struck out twice. Bearcats infield looking like they're expecting a bunt. There it is. Stegall does square. Gets it down the third baseline. Goose will field it. He'll go to third, and it's not in time. Not sure if someone called out for 3. Riley Gossett had absolutely no chance to make that play. Spins and flips it to Davila, but it is far too late, and now the bases are loaded. Thought for a minute like Goose might just see if that ball was going to roll foul. It was a very good bunt.
We are definitely going to need to get some strikeouts here.
Definite strikeout spot. If you can come right at Cooner and strike him out, Goose will be in a position where a ground ball could get him out of the inning. Corner infield for the Bearcats playing in, middle back to roll 2. And a first pitch strike is exactly what Goose needed right there. You can see Gossett's frustration right now on the mound.
Oh, definitely.
Frustrated with himself. This is chopped towards third, foul. So a quick 0-2 count, and now Riley Gossett can really go into strikeout mode.
Stegall has 34 hits and 24 runs so far this season. 8 doubles.
Bases full of Demons, the 0-2. Swing, and Cooner fouls that one back to the net.
I'll tell you what, when you're watching that ball and you really focus on it, the net seems to go away and it looks like it's coming right at us here in the booth.
At least we do have windows here in the booth.
This is true. Can't say the same for the audience. I would definitely not want to get hit with one of those balls.
0-2 again, Cooner swings and fouls it off. It's funny you mentioned that college classic last year. I was calling. We actually had a foul ball come up and land in the booth. We had been joking about it all weekend. It happened in the 7th inning of the final game on Sunday against Mississippi State.
I guess that's what happens when you joke about it. We better not do that this time.
0-2 count to Cooner. Chop towards short. Only play will be to first, and Lofton can't handle it.
You can tell he is not happy with himself.
Bearcats infield right now. Demons haven't done much this inning to earn their base runners aside from that leadoff single. It's now 8-3 Northwestern. Bases remain loaded. It'll be Marshall Skinner, the catcher, coming up. Cats are going to have a meeting on the mound. We'll take this opportunity to break with them, and we will be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network. Top of the 8th, nobody out, bases full of Demons. They lead at 8-3. Catcher Marshall Skinner at the plate. Corner infielders in, middle infield back, trying to roll a double play. First pitch is a slider by Gossett that catches the outside corner. Good pitch for strike one. LaGreco on third, Stegall on second, Kunert on first. He reached on the error by Jackson Lofton. Second error of the day for the Cats. And now with an 0-1 count, Goose trying to get out of this jam. Pitch in the dirt, rolled a foul ball. Gavin Johnson dropped and blocked it nicely anyway. 0-2 now.
Skinner is 1 for 3 today with an average of .225.
Kind of some self-inflicted damage this inning by the Bearcats.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Purple jerseys loading up the bases around Gossett, who pitches out of the windup. Deals on 0-2, just misses the outside corner with that slider. A good idea, 1-2. I think that's a good call by Doug McClure. I think the Bearcats were thinking that looked a lot like that first strike that was called.
I'd say so.
Do you think that was just off the outside corner? Goose winds and deals again. Oh, this fastball is lifted towards center. Clayton Harp will get there for the catch, but that will be a sac fly as LaGreco will tag and score. So the Bearcats trade a run for an out, but Northwestern pushes their lead out to 6. It's now 9-3 Demons with 1 out in the 8th. Runners remain at first and second.
Cheney Dodge up to bat for Northwestern. Third baseman, sophomore, who is averaging 148 and is 0 for 2 today.
Couple of strikeouts. His third at bat in the 7th inning was a sac bunt. Laid down successfully. I would not put it past Northwestern to lay a bunt down in this situation. You would put runners at second and third for your leadoff hitter, and you would stay out of a double play. Dodge is not bunting, and he takes a slider for a strike. Nine to 3 Demons. They've done a good job of padding that lead. It was 6-3 at the end of 6. And it's been all Northwestern State since then. Riley Gossett working here. This ball grounded to second, could be an inning and a double play. 4-6-3 on to Hearn, and the Bearcats get out of it, but the Demons do pick up a couple of runs, so a lead that was 4 becomes 6. It is 9-3. Cats down to their final 6 outs. We will be back for the bottom of the 8th on the Bearcat Sports Network.
are back here for Bearcat Sports Network at Don Sanders Stadium. Bottom of the 8th, it is tight, 9-3 Northwestern.
Clayton Harper will lead it off for the Cats, 3-4-5, down by 6, but if you're going to get a rally started, this is the part of the order to do it in. Rich Heisler delivers ball 1, but he is still out there working into his 8th inning now. He's thrown 7, he's allowed 3 runs on 8 hits. He's only struck out 4, but his pitch count sitting at 88. He's been very efficient, and he will continue to work here. Clayton Harp shows bunt and takes strike 1.
Harp is 1 for 3 today, averaging 325. Looks like he really wanted that bunt, but didn't really work out for him.
Harp on 1-1 swings, grounds it to first. That is fair inside the line, past Gall, and Harp will have extra bases.
Just what we needed.
Absolutely, a good start to the inning. When you're down by 6, you'll take base runners however you can get them. Not a hard hit ball. We'll wait and see how that one scored for Harp.
That is for sure. Hopefully a morale boost will get us going.
That's ruled a double.
Up next, batting for Sam, we have Hunter Hearn, senior, averaging 330, and he is 1 for 3 today.
RBI single back in the first inning. Hearn a career day yesterday, hitting for the cycle. 11 homers on the year. This one chopped down the third baseline. Foul. Sam Houston State University softball set to get underway. They are playing the NCAA tournament in the Austin Regional. They will face UT. That game is slated for 4 p.m. on the Longhorn Network. Texas ranked number 9. Sam winning the Southland Conference tournament this year. Hearn fouls that ball back, 0-2. 34-21, a great season for Sam Houston State softball this year under head coach Garrett Valis' first season. And they will begin their double elimination tournament in Austin momentarily.
Hearn has a .594 slug percentage, one of the highest here for the Bearcat baseball team.
He will take that 0-2 pitch off speed up and away from Heisler. 1-2 the count. Clayton Harp stands at second. Bearcats trying to battle their way back into this 6-run ball game. Sam Houston fans have kind of quieted down a little bit. Hearn asked for time. Heisler back set on the mound.
Oh,
That ball's popped up and will get back out of play. Count's going to hold at 1-2.
looks like he's really getting in the zone and really trying to get ready, asking for more time and everything. But, I mean, he knows what's riding on this, so.
Heisler taking a while on the mound, too. He and Skinner have been in pretty good sync today, but Heisler wants to throw something. Skinner's not calling. That ball just foul.
Too bad. Would have been nice.
Hearn tried to sneak a little double down that third baseline. Good call down there. James Ainsworth right on that one, immediately ruling it foul. Also a nice play by Dodge. He made that easy. He dove right to that foul line. It's just out of his reach. So Hearn battling on 1 and 2. Doing what he can to get on base here with Clayton Harp at second. Takes ball 2. Heisler misses up in the zone, 2 and 2 now.
Hopefully he's able to hit something to get on base and get us over to third as well.
Nine runs on 11 hits for Northwestern State, 3 runs on 9 hits for the Bearcats. Hearn will ground it to third on a hop, throw across the diamond from Dodge to Stegall. Hearn is retired for the first out.
Up next, batting for the Bearcats, we have Jack Rogers, sophomore, averaging .298, and he is 2 for 3 today. And actually, his average has moved to .304. Yeah,
Nice day for Jack Rogers so far. A couple of singles, scored in the 4th inning. His last at bat in the 5th ended with a strikeout. Heisler's pitched well. He's only struck out 4 Bearcats so far today. Misses with ball 1 right there. It's been a good day for the Southpaw on the mound. He's had a fastball sitting about 86. He's really carved his way through a tough Bearcats lineup.
Oh, absolutely. Rogers with 54 hits and 39 runs. He's definitely up there on the roster.
Rogers has seen a lot of time offensively as a DH this year. Definitely a sophomore that Bearcat fans can get excited about watching. He's in a good hitter's count here, 2-0. Heisler kicks and deals. 2-0, big swing and a miss from Jack Rogers. We've seen that from him a lot today. Huge cuts early in the count, but he's shortened up and he's also been able to get his hits too.
Absolutely.
Just a really nice piece of hitting.
He's getting ready. Let's see if he can hit a good one.
He waits on the 2-1.
Rogers with 181 up to bat.
And that ball is laced into left center field. That's going to be an opposite field RBI, extra base hit. Rogers around first. He will coast into second and stop there. Clayton Harp will jog home and touch the plate. So don't mark the Cats down yet. It's 9-4.
That is definitely what we needed. Let's see if we can get a couple more of those. Definitely wouldn't be bad. Looks like they're taking a little break here. Tyler, should we take a break with them?
Absolutely. We will be right back on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Alrighty, and we are back here at Bearcat Sports Network, Don Sanders Stadium. My name is Christina Karastamatis, and I'm here with Tyler Josephson. Ridge Heisler is officially done for today, and he is leading away for Jerry Maddox.
Yeah, Jerry Maddox, the right-hander coming in, the new pitcher for the Demons. 4-4 record on the year. He does have a save to his name. 55 in the 3rd inning, 60 hits, 34 earned runs, 62 strikeouts to 28 walks. He's allowed 7 home runs. And he will take over in a 5-run game that will officially close the book on Ridge Heisler. Almost officially, he will be responsible for that base runner at second base. As of right now, 7 to 3rd innings, 4 earned runs on 10 hits, 4 strikeouts, and he definitely didn't make things easy on the Bearcats batters today.
Looks like they're getting ready, waiting on Bearcat pitchers. I'm sorry, batters.
Jerry Maddox has thrown his final warm-up, and it's going to be Riley McKnight coming to the plate with Jack Rogers on second base and 1 away.
Riley McKnight Sr., who is 1 for 3 today with an average of .313. Let's see if we can get another home run in here.
So McKnight stands in. His Bearcats down by 5 in the bottom of the 8th, 5 outs to play with. They lead the series 1-0 after an 11-5 victory last night. Demons looking to even that up. McKnight first pitch swinging right on that 92-mile-an-hour fastball. Straight back to the screen. This is the hardest thrower we've seen from Northwestern in this series so far. Maddox's ERA sits at 5.53, a whip of 1.60.
McKnight has 176 for at-bat, 35 runs, 55 hits.
Swing and a miss there, and it's 0-2, 91, so straight heat out of the pen for Maddox.
Only 2 home runs this season for McKnight.
Rogers the runner at second. Likely not going anywhere in a 5-run game. He is 7 of 8 on the year for steals, though.
Looks like Maddox is really taking his time.
He is. Kicks and deals another fastball. McKnight gets a piece of this one and fouls it away. 92. Good velocity out of that Northwestern State pen.
Looks like they're both kind of getting in the zone, getting ready.
Jerry Maddox, a senior, getting a chance to pitch here in the last regular season series of the year for the Demons. There's an off-speed pitch, and that slider stays high, so it's 1-2.
I wonder if it'll make a difference for us now that they've changed their pitcher out. Because all 8 innings, it was Heisler, and now they've changed, so maybe that'll make a difference for us in a good way, hopefully.
Heisler did pitch very well today, kept Bearcats hitters off balance a lot of the afternoon. Despite those 10 hits, he did pitch a very good baseball game. 1-2 is a fastball that stays up and in, so from 0-2, McKnight gets the count to 2-2. He had an RBI triple in the 4th inning. I'm sure he would take another one of those right here.
That would be nice. Especially considering we have someone on second.
You can see the center fielder, Taylor Smith. He shifted a little towards the opposite side. Swing and a miss. 91, Maddox comes in and blows the heat by McKnight.
You can tell McKnight is not happy about that.
He's not happy. A hittable fastball that he was just late on. And he knows that that's a big out number 2. And that'll bring in Gavin Johnson. He'll have just his second at bat after entering in the 6th as a pinch hitter. Flew out to left field.
Johnson is 0 for 1 today, averaging .295. And the crowd is going today.
Bearcat fans have kind of thinned out a little bit over the course of this game. First pitch, Gavin Johnson swings through 91 for strike 1.
Hopefully we'll get a nice Bearcat crowd for tonight's game at 7.
I think so, absolutely. First pitch at 7. 6:30 is senior night. Come on out. Get a good representation for those 12 seniors in this program that have done so much and won so many games over their 4 years here. Bearcat baseball's been a source of pride in Huntsville recently. Swing and a miss by Gavin Johnson for strike 2.
Absolutely. Both Bearcat baseball and softball.
Yeah, a lot of success this year on the diamond. Bearcat softball currently up in Austin at the University of Texas playing a regional. University of Houston and Texas A&M also involved in that field. Johnson waits on the 0-2 pitch. Takes a fastball high, 1-2. A lot of fastballs right now from Maddox. He's pretty much just coming right after these hitters. We saw one slider to McKnight. Everything else has been heat.
Yeah, we have just not had a whole lot of luck with these pitchers getting our hits out there.
No, Northwestern State's doing a nice job today. Bearcats touched up their staff a little bit yesterday. Nice job by the Demons bouncing back. 92, swung on and missed. Straight heat, so Maddox comes out of the pen and punches out both batters he faces. Strands Jack Rogers at second. We've played 8 full. We're going to head to the 9th with the Demons on top of Sam Houston, 9-4. We'll be back for the 9th on the Bearcat Sports Network.
Alrighty, and we are back here for Bearcat Sports Network. We are at the top of the ninth. Score is 9-4 Demons, and the Demons are at the top of their lineup.
Sam Taylor leading it off. You see him foul that one back. Riley Gossett remaining out there on the mound.
Wow, there's like a hush over the crowd. It's completely silent here. So weird.
Back-to-back foul balls. Counts 0-2. In a 5-run game, I'm sure Goose is just trying to pitch to contact here. Trying to get these 3 outs and get his guys up to swing the sticks. It'll be 8-9-1 for the Bearcats. Davila, Lofton, and then Jordan Cannon. This ball, speaking of Lofton, nice play on the short hop. Bobbles it for just a second, but he's able to make the play. Good stretch over there at first base by Hunter Hearn. Jackson Lofton's had a little trouble getting that ball out of his glove cleanly today, but he makes it work with that strong arm, and there's one gone. Boy, Sam Taylor can fly out of the box, can he?
Definitely. That was pretty awesome.
That kid is quick. That'll bring up Caleb Arica. He's had a nice day. He's 3 for 4. As we mentioned, home run shy of the cycle. It's worth talking about.
Absolutely. Oh.
He's got 5 on the year. I think he went for it right there. He almost dropped to that back knee on that swing.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I mean, hey, you're up 9-4 in the 9th inning. Why not take a shot? That ball was fouled off Gavin Johnson's mask, but he's good. 0-1 to Arica. Nice first pitch slider there from Goose. Good day at the plate.
Arica is averaging .310.
Yeah, for a reason.
Ooh.
That ball grounded, and he will not have the cycle, but he will have extra bases right here. He will fly around first, and he will be in there with his second double and his 3rd extra base hit of the day.
I'm not going to lie, I really thought it was out there. It was close.
It was a nice play out left field by Colton Couser, but Arica's, he's quick.
He was very fast.
4 for 5 day now, 2 doubles, a triple, scored a couple of runs, he's driven some in. He's had a good day out of the 2-hole. That'll bring in Jeffery Elkins. He had an RBI single in the first. Hasn't done anything since then. Couple of ground outs and a strikeout.
Gossett, 1 for 4 today, though.
Gossett will try and strand Arica at second. First pitch fastball at 88. Strike to Elkins. 1 away. Demon on second base.
Elkins is averaging .294 today.
Pickoff play at second. Oh, it was close.
Oh, man. What is it? I really did not think he was safe.
That was very close.
Were on it. Man.
If you're Gossett, I think you need to get that throw just a little lower. Quick call by umpire Ron Teague on that. He was right there. It was a nice move by Gossett. Nice timing with Riley McKnight.
It was. I did not see that one coming.
That's not deterring Caleb Arica, though. He continues to dance around out there. That pitch was in the dirt.
Kevin Johnson was ready to get him there.
He was.
I think he's done with his dancing out there.
I think Gavin Johnson wants Arica to take off for third. He's ready to throw him out. 1-1 count to Elkins.
I would love to see that.
Yeah, these Bearcat catchers can throw, that's for sure. Here's the 1-1.
Oh.
Slider fouled away. Back over the fans towards Bowers Boulevard. 1-2.
Somebody better watch out. They're going to get a baseball to the car.
Oh, we've seen it. It's happened.
I feel like that would not be fun.
Nope. One-two count. Elkins back foot on the back chalk line. Trying to give himself time to read Gossett. Gossett gets him. 87 up in the zone right above the letters, and he can't catch up to it. So
that's
a punch out.
Need.
Absolutely. A big strikeout for the second out. That'll bring up Tyler Smith, 2 for 4 on the day with a home run.
Tyler Smith is 2 for 4 today, averaging .276. Oh, looks like Bearcats are...
And we are going to make a change. Looks like the Cats are going to go to the pen. Looks like a lefty coming out. We'll have more for him in just a minute. We will tell you all about the new arm when we come back on the Bearcat Sports Network. Welcome back to beautiful Don Sanders Stadium. You get a look there at our new pitcher. It's Stephen Beard. He's been good. 2-1, 19 in the third innings. That ERA a bit inflated. He's got a good arm, though, from the lefty on the mound. Whip at 1.84. And he's coming in with 2 outs. Hitters only hitting .250 against him. 14 strikeouts to 7 walks in his just under 20 innings of work. Riley Gossett's day is over. He has departed. It is Caleb Arica at second base. He doubled earlier in the inning. There's 2 gone now for the cleanup hitter, Tyler Smith. We're in the 9th inning here of a 9-4 game at Don Sanders. First of 2 today. Second game at 7 p.m. this evening. Shaping up to be a beautiful afternoon out here in Huntsville.
Absolutely. And not necessarily expected either. Had some nasty rain recently.
Stephen Beard comes set and finds the strike zone with 72 with the first pitch off speed for strike 1. Tyler Smith cranked his 10th home run of the year back in the first inning. That pitch misses for ball 1. Looking at this Northwestern State Demons team, this is a good baseball team. And it really shows you just the quality of baseball being played around the Southland Conference this year. 4 teams ahead of them, including the Bearcats sitting at the top of the conference entering today's game. It just shows you there's not a whole lot of separation. It's going to shape up to be a really interesting tournament next week. Beard deals. This is grounded to second, rolled over on it. Coming in to pick it up is McKnight. He'll flip to Hearn. So Stephen Beard does his job, 1 up, 1 down out of the bullpen. And we go to the next inning. Bottom of the 9th, Bearcats have 3 outs to play with. They're down 9-4. Can they battle back? We will be back with the last half inning on the Bearcat Sports Network. Bottom of the 9th for the Bearcats, 8-9-1. The freshman Diego Davila will lead it off. Jackson Lofton on deck. Top of the order, Jordan Cannon waiting in the hole. Cats have quite a hill to climb. They're down 9-4. First pitch in there for a strike. Jerry Maddox came in out of the pen last inning for the Demons. Struck out back-to-back Bearcats to get out of a jam. And now on 0-1, it's 0-2, and Diego Davila absolutely unloaded on that swing.
He almost fell over. He kind of did.
Jackson Grisham has moved into the on-deck circle. The senior lefty looks like he will pinch hit for Lofton.
Davila is 1 for 3, averaging .252.
Did pick up an RBI earlier. That 0-2 pitch at 93 from Maddox, but it stays a little bit high, and it's 1-2. So Southeastern Louisiana, who trails Sam Houston by a game, they play a doubleheader today. Swing and a miss. Maddox blows away Davila, so 3 batters faced out of the pen and 3 punch-outs for Maddox. And now it'll be Jackson Grisham that'll get a chance to hit. Jordan Cannon will wait on deck. So even with the Bearcats' loss today, Southeastern would have to sweep their doubleheader to tie the Cats. If they were to split their doubleheader, the Bearcats would still be a game ahead of them, assuming that they're able to split their doubleheader today. A lot of scenarios around the Southland Conference. Jackson Grisham stands in. First pitch takes it high, ball 1. Some exciting baseball down the stretch. A lot could happen.
Absolutely. You really never know, especially with this new lineup coming out. New things, new patterns.
All this leading up to the Southland Conference Tournament next week in Sugar Land. And that pitch in there for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Good velocity from Maddox, hitting 91 to 93.
Obviously, he's 0 for 0 today.
Yes. Making his 9th inning debut here.
Hey, better than nothing.
Swing, and that one's popped out of play, 1-2.
He's averaging 246.
Just 58 at-bats on the year for Grisham. He has 14 hits, all of them singles. No extra base hits on the year for Jackson Grisham yet. You over here dancing in the booth?
Absolutely.
You enjoying that music between pitches?
Yeah, you know, they play some good music.
Hey, there's his 15th single of the year. Jackson Grisham pokes out to left field. Little 2-strike offering and a little oppo action right there. Nice at bat by Jackson Grisham. Coming off the bench and reaching base is easier said than done. 5 or 6 more of those and the Bearcats are in business here in the 9th.
5 or 6 more would be nice.
Yep. Credit Northwestern State, though. They've just been in control of this baseball game the whole time.
Oh, definitely. Now up to bat for Bearcats is number 25, Jordan Cannon.
Just 1 for 4 today. He's kind of due for a big hit.
That would be really nice. I feel like he has it in him.
He does.
He's a really good player. He's been really good today.
Strike 1 on the 91-mile-an-hour heater from Maddox. He's just getting out there and throwing fastballs right now. Grisham is a good base runner. Doesn't have a stolen base yet this year, though. 0 for 1, actually. The 0-1 pitch, a slide step from Maddox. That ball stays low. 1-1 the count to Cannon. Singled and scored in the first. Hasn't recorded a hit since.
Averaging 379.
Yeah, that batting average is just insane. He's had a very good year.
Let's see if he can add to that right now.
Maddox misses right there on a close pitch. 2-1.
Looks like everyone's getting ready, pitcher and batter. Really getting the zone. Stakes are high here at the bottom of the 9th.
2-1 count from Maddox. Kicks and deals. Cannon pops that one high in the air. He hit one like that yesterday to lead off the game that fell in. This one will be taken in, though, by Sam Taylor. This middle infield for Northwestern State has been impressive. Sam Taylor and Caleb Arica have been very, very good. Jordan Cannon's retired, so the Cats are down to their last out. But it won't be an easy one as Colton Couser stands in.
Colton Couser is a freshman. He is 0 for 3 today and averaging 366.
The only Bearcats starter to not record a hit. Gavin Johnson is 0 for 2, but he entered the game late as a pinch hitter. Grisham will take off. They will throw down, but Grisham will get in there at second base.
Safe.
For a minute, it looked like Northwestern State was just going to let him go. They did, however, come up. Skinner made a throw, and it was close, but a nice job by Grisham, so give him a stolen base right there.
Hey, we'll take it.
Absolutely.
Any way we can get it.
So he's in scoring position now for Colton Couser, and if you're Northwestern State, I think you're more concerned with the batter.
True.
Clinging to a 5-run lead.
Because I don't think they're super worried.
No, that run at second doesn't mean much to them. Getting out of here with a game-1 victory is their goal.
I hope we make it mean it.
Pickoff attempt at second. Ball's thrown into center field. Grisham will just kind of stay there.
Wow.
They had him beat, just not a good throw from Maddox.
That's pretty cool, though, because, I mean, he almost got, like, the baseball to the head there.
Yeah, it
to
was
get back.
very close.
Wow.
Nice job of diving and turning his head towards center field on that one. Respect for Colton Couser, though, in the middle of this Bearcats lineup. Even in a 5-run game, Northwestern's fine trying to get that final out on the bases. They don't want to throw pitches to these guys. That pitch miss is high. Couser hits velocity very well. He also hits very well with 2 outs, hitting .431. .409 with runners in scoring position. .620 slugging percentage. This is a freshman. Here's the 1-1 to Couser. Fouled off. A rare off-speed pitch from Maddox. That one at 78. Nice change of velocity. He had Couser out in front. We've seen a lot of respect today for Colton Couser from this Northwestern pitching staff. He's 0 for 3. He's had very good at-bats, though, and he's been treated with a lot of respect at the plate. He just seems like that guy that you're not going to hold down all day. I expect a big game 2 tonight out of Colton Couser.
Oh, absolutely.
Here's the 1-2 with 2 outs, 93 up and out of the zone. Couser takes it 2-2. Northwestern a strike away from evening up this series and really making this last day or two of Southland baseball interesting for the whole conference. A win pretty much guarantees Northwestern a spot in the tournament. They won it last year. That 2-2 pitch is up and away. So again, Couser with a full count. He's seen a lot of pitches today.
Knowing that they won last year, I'm sure that they just are kind of feeling like, you know what, we need to get it together and make sure we win this thing. Or at least get a chance to. Absolutely.
I think just getting into the tournament at this point is enough for the Demons. They came last year not in the top spot, and they were able to fight their way through it. 3-2, 2 outs, pitch to Couser, fouled away.
That one almost went over into the audience. Looks like we have a couple of baseballs stuck on top of the net there.
Yeah, that net at Don Sanders extending all the way over these 3 sections behind home plate.
Thank goodness for that is all I can say.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially with how many backwards foul balls we've had this game. Probably would have had some injuries.
3-2 count. Couser takes ball 4 in off the plate, so he's aboard for his second time on his second walk. And he'll keep the line moving for Clayton Harp. Bearcats not going to go down without a fight, no matter what the situation.
Hey, now we got 2 on base.
2 on and 2 out. Harp 2 for 4. Northwestern State fans have all kind of moved into the shade.
I don't blame them. It's actually been pretty sunny today.
It has. It's been a warm day. It's nice, but it's a little warm.
Definitely warm. Harp up to bat for Sam. He is 2 for 4 today.
First pitch misses a slider from Maddox, low and in. I think that is the first time we've seen a first pitch breaking ball from Maddox today. Grisham on second, Couser on first, Harp in the box.
Harp averaging 328.
That fastball zips in at 91. It's a 1-1 count. Clayton Harp has had a good day. Doubled and scored back in the 8th. Bearcats looking to make this one interesting at the end. Down by 5. Swing and a miss. A good swing from Harp. He's just under it.
We see some movement on the bases from Bearcats getting ready for that hit.
Yeah, they are ready with 2 outs to run on contact. Harp now down 1-2. We mentioned it earlier, though. Harp is a good hitter no matter what the count. Colton Couser hanging out about 15 feet off of first base.
I'll be very curious to see how this goes. Because if he gets a good hit, a good home run, I mean, we could really be looking at a game changer here.
Absolutely. I think this is a big at bat, especially if you're Jerry Maddox. You're right at 30 pitches. You were breezing through hitters, and then the Bearcats came up and made it interesting with the top of the order.
Probably unexpected.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they didn't see this coming. I mean, I didn't see this coming.
Harp in a 2-2 count. Grounds it to short. Arica picks it up and flips it to Taylor. How appropriate that it's the shortstop Caleb Arica to end it. So Northwestern State will win it here in game 1 of a doubleheader. 9 runs on 12 hits and an error. 4 runs on 11 hits. 2 errors for the Bearcats. And a rough day at the plate. A very nice job from starting pitcher today for Northwestern State. Bearcats were roughed up early, but we have game 2 coming up at 7 p.m. Senior day before that at 6:30. So come on out to Don Sanders Stadium if you can't get here. We will both be back with you live right about 6:55 for game 2 of the doubleheader.
Thanks for joining us today, guys.
Absolutely. We will see you back here on the Bearcat Sports Network. Again, your final Northwestern State 9, Sam Houston State 4. We'll be back game 2, 7 p.m. from Don Sanders Stadium in Huntsville.